What's up, everybody? This is Brunchin with ReGina. I'm Dr. Jason.
And I'm ReGina. And we're going to talk about the importance of community.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is why the show actually is coming back. Yeah. So I'm going to start off with, halfway through the year last year, I gave up. I have a problem, y'all, with basically finishing. I'll start well, but then I might go on to something else. I'm thinking, this is not working. Nobody's listening to this. I don't want to waste people's time. I don't want to waste my time. I don't want to waste my husband's time trying to edit stuff. And, I have to finish writing my books and doing all this stuff. So maybe the talking is not for me. But what I found out is basically one thing that God told me, the Holy Spirit shared with me, is that even for the one, and that's a whole nother show, the one, because I never really liked that story. Believe it or not, I'm like the one what? The one, he goes after the one, and I never could understand that. The one. But the thing is that the one is important. That's right. Because you don't know what the one is going to bring back. Like, you don't know who they're going to influence. And also, it shows the importance of individuals and loving one another. It's not loving a whole group of people. He says love one another. So we're loving one another at a time. And so, the one, I just had a problem with that. So I'm like, he's like, even if you just reach one, and I'm like, he's absolutely right, because the people that I'm called to speak to will hear, and that I should be okay with that. And so, and if I'm not, then there's some kind of pride creeping in. So I had to deal with some things, fast, pray, get myself together. And then I went to a family reunion. God bless you. I hope you cut that. I hope you edit that. You over here sneezing and carrying on.
That's all right.
And you're a doctor now.
'Tis the season for sneezing. Wow, that was such a dad joke. I'm so sorry, y'all.
I hope he does the clip where he got me a fireplace. You just have to see it. Anyway, so...
Yeah, it's funny stuff.
It was a space heater, Jay. It's not a fireplace. It looked like a fireplace.
Listen.
Okay, so we're not going to get off.
Don't be trying to diminish my efforts. Don't diminish my efforts.
That wasn't doctoral of you.
Don't diminish my efforts.
Okay, so basically,
my efforts are
I'm
flawless.
moving on with. Oh wow, he's getting beside himself. Anyway, so basically, I went to a family reunion during Thanksgiving, and I was not going to go, because I have this weird thing going on with me. I think, since I lost my mom at 9, I had some stuff where I try not to get too close to people. I do this thing. So that's a whole nother show. But I just kind of like, I love you from a distance. But my sister is totally opposite of me. She's lovey-dovey. She wants to know things. She was 8 months when our mom passed away. So basically, she wants to know our mom's side of the family. And I had an opportunity from my first 9 years of life to know my family. And also, even after our mom died, I was able to, I knew them already, so I would visit. But so we did this family reunion, and the importance of community. That is where I saw some of my cousins that I hadn't seen in a long time, because I hadn't gone back to visit after I got married. And basically, one of my cousins said, Daphne, thank you. She said, where's your show? What happened? And I was like, nobody's watching that. Nobody want to see that. So we kind of stopped. And she said, I was watching. And then another cousin said, I was watching. Mind you, my sister had told me the week that I quit my own show. The week that I quit, she was like, people are watching.
Yeah.
So...
That's one thing we learned about, the fact that there's a lot of people that are watching. And this is for, I guess, maybe a shout out to social media influencers out there, that, especially if you're just starting the process out. I've even heard some people say, I'm locked in 50 viewers jail or whatever that is. Listen, you got 50 viewers. That's 50 people that are tracking with your content, that actually like and enjoy your stuff. So I would say, if you are enjoying content from somebody that's an influencer, share it. Share it to people that, share it broadly. Share it with other people. If it interests you, it might interest somebody in your circle as well. So back
to the topic, community.
Yeah.
The importance
Sorry for the
of
commercial
community.
break, y'all.
No worries, but it was good. It connected. So the community aspect is, there's some things you don't learn or know or experience without community. So you need community. You cannot be a lone ranger. Like, there's certain things that you cannot, matter of fact, there's a lot of things that you can't do by yourself, but we have been kind of like calibrated to be some independent lone ranger. And it's me, myself, and I, but really that's all the same person. So you really can't. It sounds good. It sounds good. It sounds like three, but it's really one. And me, myself, and I cannot do all the things that I need to do. And also, you cannot be the judge, the jury, and the prosecutor. I would not even have started back. But the thing is that I had a testimony from a teenager that said that one of my little shows, I shouldn't say little shows, sorry. Yeah, just got corrected.
It's all right. We just boop. Try again.
Anyway,
say it again.
One show actually helped to make some decisions, and I'm just thinking, wow. So you don't know who you're impacting, and the importance of me going to that family reunion, Thanksgiving gathering of the first cousins. I got to see my people, love on them, but also I got information that I would never have been privileged to without that community, because we all have different things that we bring to the table, including one of the cousins that's married to my cousin. She goes to Ghana, and I've been wanting to get my books into Ghana for a little bit, but I need to follow through. I got the information, but I'm going to follow through with getting to Ghana. But I would have never had that information without community.
Right, and we're going to need your help on that too, as a side note, getting our books into Ghana. That's important because books are important, and we write children's books as well as other things, but children's books are the focus right now for what we're doing, and we're trying to get into these spaces where books are physical, tangible books. Ebooks are fine, but physical, tangible books to given to these children that can read it and that can look at it, that can resonate with it, stories that impact their lives for time and eternity. So we're trying to do all that.
And it's theirs. It's something that's theirs. They have that thing, because this happens to be an orphanage that I'm trying to get into.
Yep.
But we'll talk about that more later. But as far as community, I remember when I sent Jason. I sent Jason to see his mom and his grandma, and the importance of that trip, he found out stuff that he would have never known.
Yeah, a lot of family, not secrets, but a lot of family information, things
dynamics.
Yeah, family dynamics. I know this is going to, okay, it doesn't matter. A lot of family dynamics I learned from 2 or 3 generations in the African American community, the Black community, however you want to say it. A lot of times we don't know 3 or 4 generations prior to us. And my grandmother was able to tell me a lot of stories about family and how things came to be, and et cetera, et cetera. But these are stories that wouldn't have been shared if I hadn't sat down and had a conversation with her. And she's getting older, but she still remembers this information like yesterday. So it was upon me to make sure that I got it so I could remember and know, so I could pass it on to my children, who they are and where they came from.
And that's what happened at our gathering too. Aunt Eva May, and Aunt Ronell, and all the cousins, Cindy Lou, like all of my cousins. There's information that I wasn't privileged to because I was little, but I remember Grandma Agnes. But there was more things that, like, I had pictures of when she got married. It was just a whole plethora of things that I would not have known, and it also tells me where I come from. So, and and that's important too. Why I do certain things, or even like my sister, for example. My sister graduated with a GED. She didn't even know that our mom went. Sometimes when you feel like ostracized or feel like you don't fit in, or whatever you may be feeling, there's somebody else in your family that may have went through the same thing, and they turned out fine. So you won't find out this information until you talk to the people that know the history. So community is about getting with young people and old people, and then you hook up together, and then y'all make the things that need to happen together, because that's how God created it in the first place. We weren't ever meant to be alone.
That's right.
So
what's your takeaway conversation and all this? Since we're at the end of this particular CarCast, what's your takeaway, Jean? Your final statement.
My final statement is that there's growth in community, and do not isolate yourself, because that's when attacks happen in the mind, just different things. You cannot thrive
in isolation.
I like it. Thank you for finishing my statement.
Yeah.
32 years later, he's still
32
finishing.
years and I'm still finishing your statements. Anyway, I don't have anything else to say because this is Brunchin with ReGina, so this is your show, baby. I'm just riding along for the video, just riding along.
And he's just trying to sit
And I'm also
taller.
the editor too. I'm the editor, the chief cook, bottle washer, all that. I'm all that.
You're doing your calling, loving me as Christ loved the church.
That's right.
Deuces.
Right. Deuces, y'all.
Thank you, Daphne. Thank you, Yolanda. Thank you, Courtney.
Again?
Oh my gosh, you're not gonna. I'm not recording this again. His hands are ashy. I told him
say
to
deuces
lotion.
without the peace sign
Deuces.
because I don't want y'all
I'll
coming
do
for
two
me.
deuces, one for him and one for me.
All
One
right.
for the doctor and one for me. Love y'all. Thank you.
Love y'all. Peace
Bye.
out. Bye-bye.